All right, welcome back to BVarsity Live. I'm Trevor Horn. There's two different conversations going in this room during the break. Three girls here just having their own good time. But you're laughing at Kalasia the whole time, Jasmine. And we're talking about these faces of hers. And she did a couple of them during the break. Oh, there we go. There's the. Is that the rock eye? Is that what that is?
It's the eyebrow look.
Oh no, yeah. Does that do you think that infers any fear into your opponents at any time?
Definitely.
Yeah, they probably get a little concerned.
Yeah, I know I would.
I mean, if she's driving up against me on the lane, I might just go, maybe I want to stay to this side. So let's go back to Saturday. This was your girls' first chance in the Central Section Finals. You go and play in the arena, Selland Arena up there in Fresno. Ebony, for you, you walk in, you get off the bus. They do that little intro thing where you walk through, and they've got the music going and the lights and all that, and you get to go into in the locker room. For you, Ebony, what was that like to be able to play into that arena and that whole atmosphere?
At first, I just watched my sister, and I was just watching the stands, and to be able to play on the court, it was just a surreal feeling.
Yeah, Jasmine, for you, I know as a shooter, an arena that has a little bit more depth to it, especially with the clear backboard, it can be a little daunting for you see the shooting percentages. They go down, down, down. But I think you guys were one of the few teams over the weekend. Actually, you guys played on Friday. Sorry. One of the few teams that actually had a good shooting percentage. For you, did that factor in for you at all? The kind of the cavernous feel that place has rather than the close confines of a school gym?
I mean, it was definitely a new experience because I've never played in a huge arena like that, but I feel like I'm used to playing everywhere in different gyms, the park. It's just every court is the same. I just shoot the same. It's nothing really changed.
How old were you when you picked up a basketball for the first time?
I started playing basketball around 4th grade for the YMCA.
Okay.
And
then
from there I went to club. That's when I started club a few years after that, and then after club came to high school, or junior high and then high school.
Do the three of you play on the same club team? Are they different or
different?
All three different?
Yeah.
Is it fun to be able to come back together then for play for the high school since you guys are all, and that's the big thing about club is you guys all kind of spread out. Is it fun to come back and remember those times and then say, okay, we still got work to do? Is that what it's like?
Yes.
I mean, because yes, thank you. But like Coach was saying, is you start this whole thing the second week in October, and now we're into the second week of March, and you're talking about 6 months together, half the year you guys are together putting this all on. Kalasia, your first time playing in high school basketball, what has this been like for you?
It's been great. Having a team to have to rely on that has my back on and off the court, it's the best feeling.
All right. Jasmine, like Coach was saying, 4.0 student here midway through your sophomore year. What do you do outside of basketball, or do you actually do anything other than schoolwork or basketball?
Most of my time is devoted to schoolwork and basketball, especially during the school season. Most of my time is devoted to that. Off season, it's mainly just club. And
now, do you take any leisurely time when you go off and play in tournaments down south or up north or anything like that?
Yeah.
No family trips or anything like that?
Yeah, I do go on family trips. Not as much as I go on trips for basketball, but yeah, I do go on family trips and do other things outside of sports.
And for Ebony, for you, as a volleyball player, you don't get to jump into the mold, especially since you guys went into the quarterfinals this season, the Central Section. How was that transition from volleyball to basketball for you?
It's pretty easy. I just have a mindset for volleyball, just jump, block the balls, and then for basketball, I just know when it's time to work.
I'm going to put you on the spot here, since we've had Coach Judy Rexroth on the show also, and with Coach Val here. Who's your favorite coach?
Oh, I'm not going to answer that. They're both great.
What are the two? How do the two coaches differ then?
Let's see.
Yeah, what is the safe answer, as our director Chris McCullough would say?
They're just both great. They know what they're talking about when it's time to coach.
Yeah. And, Kalasia, what do you do on your off time other than, make faces?
Well, I mean, off, I'm just playing basketball or just having fun with family.
Yep. All right, Val, obviously these girls don't want to divulge any information. Is there anything about these girls off the court that you could let our viewers know?
Well, we'll start with Jazz. She's a Skittles fanatic.
Okay, Beast Mode. That's your new nickname.
And the connection to Seattle would be her cousin, Richard Sherman.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So you do have a connection to the Seattle Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, she was eyeballing the mug there in the conference room.
Oh, okay. Yep, there's a Seahawks mug in our break room, in our green room here.
So, yeah.
Are you close to him?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Next time, what we're going to do is we're going to have you come up with just a like a cardboard cutout of Ebony, and then you could sit in the press conference room, kind of like Richard Sherman did with Marshawn Lynch, and just talk and say he's just here so he doesn't get fined. Are you close with your cousin at all, or is that kind of just one of those family connections?
Well, I don't really get to see him often because he's always busy traveling for the NFL. But last summer I did get the chance to go spend time with him in Seattle.
Now, there's a guy that, his story's been told over and over again lately, but here's a guy who comes out of Compton, a 4.0 student, the valedictorian in high school, goes off to Stanford, starts for them, for Coach Harbaugh, and then, is a star, if not the top cornerback or one of the top cornerbacks in the NFL. Does he ever talk to you about life changes and, schoolwork over athletics and realizing, you can only take – athletics so far in your life that you got to, take care of the classroom first?
Yeah, when I did get the chance to talk to him, he did say that schoolwork did come first and that sports were second, and to make sure that you do your classwork and make sure that that's right before you worry about the sports.
Who's got better hair, Richard or Ebony?
Ooh,
It's me.
And there's the competitive spirit of
There
it.
you go. All right, well, why don't you go ahead and tell us about Ebony off the court then?
Ebony off the court. Oh, Ebony's a character. She very, very funny. But she's all business, too. We could put out a board game right here, and we won't leave this room until she wins.
What's your favorite board game?
Um,
In my household, we are board game fanatics, so go ahead and get started.
I don't. Any game that's in front of me, I'm ready to play.
Okay. All right. That's good because that's what we do. It's a different. You can't play the same game on back-to-back nights. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what you're playing in. There's this little shuffleboard game that we play where you can knock the other players' pieces off.
Oh,
I can see you.
what is that called?
Kristen, if you're watching, text me the name. And then finally, your freshman star here, Kalasia.
Kalasia was around us with her older sister, and she'd be running around the gym. And we're practicing, and then we end up watching Kalasia. Just doing something, just being the character that she is. And just, you look at her, she's a sweetheart. So, exactly. She loves the moment.
And the moment, it doesn't get much bigger again this Saturday as it did last Friday. Girls, going into this Saturday, we talked about it last night. You're going up against the 1 seed. You guys say that you never feel like you're going to lose. How does that mindset work into a game like Saturday where you're going to go into a hostile gym, you're going to go on the road, and you're now 2 steps away from the SoCal finals? Jasmine?
Well, we just want to study our assignments and make sure that we execute in the game. We want to we want to know what they're doing on defense so that we could get ready for what we have on offense and work on our defense against their offenses and just prepare ourselves as much as we can.
And Ebony, it's all work, but there's still a lot of fun involved in this. Just being able to play basketball into the second week of March, it's a great treat, isn't it?
Yeah. We're gonna just for our assignments. If we don't get the video, we know that we're just gonna work hard in practice.
Yep. And then Kalasia, for you, I mean, it doesn't matter. You're just gonna go out there and smile and have a good time, right?
Yeah.
And then Val, we were talking about it off air. It's a weird situation, especially this day and age in 2015, where you don't have video of your opponent. I mean, is that just the nature of the game, and you just say, girls, we've done this in November, December, we're just gonna have to do it again here in March?
Yes, and that's one thing we're proud about this team as well is they trust in our philosophies, our concepts, and more so they're trusting each other, and that's a strong bond that's going to get us through some tough situations, whatever we see on Saturday.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you girls coming in. Coach, also, thanks for coming in. Independence girls basketball, they are in the quarterfinals of the Southern California Division II regionals. They play Saturday down in Alhambra at Mark Keppel at 6 p.m. Good luck to you girls. Coach, good luck to you. Thank you all for coming on to the show. We'll be right back. We're going to talk some track, baseball, softball, soccer. We've got it all for you. We'll be right back here on BVarsity Live.